Peace movement, and it's November the 18th, 2016. I'm bringing warnings and watches for weather, Haarp rings, tornadoes, floodings, hurricanes. If any of these are going to happen, from November the 19th to November the 22nd, 2016. Right now, Earth is entering a minor storm, a solar stream from a coronal hole on the sun. It's supposed to hit the Earth on November the 19th. So all storms will increase by a little margin. And around the 20th to 21st, Earth will be entering a major coronal hole stream of solar winds. So we're going to see a lot of intensified storms. Okay, folks, so I want everyone out there be prepared. If you see storms or major storms around the world, around where you're at right now, they're going to intensify in the next 24 to 48 hours. Also, I'm going to give you warnings and watches and what's going on right now. As we look at the Intercast Atlantic infrared, right now there ain't no major tropical storms or hurricane. We're not in the season no more, but there's still always a possibility. So I always keep an eye out off of Africa for any waves or off of South America. Right now, I'm going to put warnings and watches for severe thunderstorms around Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. There is a tropical depression. We ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't think it's going to turn to a hurricane, but it's right off of Central America. As we look at it, it is gaining in strength, but I believe it ain't going to become a tropical storm. It's just going to say a tropical depression. As we look at the Earth null skull, you can see the little wind gathering up its little strength. But a couple days ago, it looked more stronger. It might pick up, but it's going to still remain a tropical depression. As we go north, looking at the Earth, we don't have to worry about nothing but the Greenland block and no major snowstorms yet. Blizzards or anything like that until probably, I say, around the first week of December. We're going to start seeing maybe moderate to major snowstorms coming across the northern part that are super big of Canada. Alright, now when we look off at the west coast, we got a giant system right off of Washington and Vancouver, and this system will gain strength in the next 24 hours. Plus, we also got the solar stream that's going to hit the Earth. So this system over here, right off the west coast and around Oregon and Washington, we will see some strong system making its way, including up north into Canada, in the Yukon and the Vancouver Valley. When we go to Mimic, we're going to see no really strong microwaves in the ocean around North America. It's actually weaker and it's pushing down, starting to push down below the equator as it's becoming the summertime in the southern hemisphere. Alright, and there ain't no major microwave systems yet until the next 24 to 72 hours until our Earth enters a solar stream. We are beginning to enter around the Indian Ocean, Indonesia, their cyclone season. So I'm going to keep an eye out there until from November now till February. And we might see some strong tropical storms this year, cyclones, typhoons. All right, let's get into America's weather, Haarp ring warnings and watches for the next 24 70 till November the 22nd. So you can see that system that I was talking about starting to make its way on the west. It's snow, rain, sleet mixture where the pink's at. And right between Washington State and Oregon, there was a Haarp ring. So warnings and watches for severe storms for the next 24 to 72 hours. Also, there's a Haarp ring right off the northwest of California. So warnings and watches for the next 24 to 72 hours. Warnings and watches. We got next red all through Central America. Destroying any storms out there right now, so you guys ain't got nothing to worry about until we get into about Sunday and Monday, early Monday morning, as the system makes its way through Wyoming. It's going to be near North Dakota, South Dakota, when I come back on November 22nd, but I'm going to put warnings and watches for moderate to major systems and storms for the next 24-72 hours. As we can see, definitely Haarp rings in North Dakota. You see the Haarp ring. Haarp rings also in South Dakota. Haarp rings up here too in Canada. So warnings and watches for moderate to major storms, rain, snow, sleet for the next 24-72 hours. They're in the cold front. You can see the snow and mixture in Wisconsin. Also, you can see Haarp rings and stuff in Wisconsin and Minnesota, folks. So warnings and watches, we're on the border of Wisconsin for Haarp rings for moderate to major storms the next 24-72 hours. Warnings and watches up here in Ontario for next 24-72 hours for moderate to major storms. Now, as we look at this system, all right, this is the cold front right here. The system coming all the way down in Texas. And you can see there's a scalar square right there on the border of Texas and Mexico. So warnings and watches for moderate to major storms from now to 72 hours, including I'm putting earthquake watch because Mexico been getting a lot of tremors today. And you can see this major system, all right? And the system starts all the way down here in the Gulf of Mexico, all right, where you see the scalar squares and the Haarp ring, and it goes all the way up here to Canada, and you can see the Haarp rings right through the northern tip by the peninsula of Michigan and upper Michigan, and into Canada and Ontario. You can see the Haarp rings, all right? And beyond that, you can see Haarp rings, all right, in Wisconsin, in Minnesota, all right, folks. So I want everyone out there, be prepared for moderate to major storms for the next 24-72 hours. If you live in Minnesota, Wisconsin, if you live in Michigan, moderate storms, rain. But if you live down in Ohio, all right, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, next 24 hours, warnings and watches for severe thunderstorms and possible tornadoes. And I mean possible tornadoes. I'm putting tornadoes watch from now till Sunday evening in Mississippi, in Alabama, in Georgia, South Carolina, and northern part of Florida. If you live up in the north, I'm going to put warnings and watches for next 24 till Sunday evening for thunderstorms and a tornado watch too for Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey for next 24 from now to 72 hours till Sunday evening. All right, and after that, that's the cold front coming right through. The cold front's right behind the system. All right, and like I said, we got this major system off there in the northwest that's going to increase over the next few days. As you can see, the Haarp rings. You got a Haarp ring right here, right on the border of Wyoming, on the border of Washington, Oregon, Idaho. So I want everyone out there, be prepared. All right, this is the No Face movement, moving to next time, and also down in Texas, folks. You can see the system next 24/7 hour. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook. This is the movement, moving to next time. Facing off.